the last episode of iJustRengar.
Yeah, I'm just trying to end the season like D5, -3 LP. That's what I'm trying to end the season on. Honestly,
okay,
like I'm not even like that competitive a player. I just want to have it just so I can do troll stuff and not have to worry about my rank anymore. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna set him behind. That'll teach him. It's like, yeah, then like a day just saying to myself, I'm challenger, and then the next day, boom, I'm good.
Yeah, that's how it works, dude. And then if you kill I'm a cutie pie in his fountain twice in a row, then that means basically that you're rank 1 because you killed the rank 1 player. Hey guys, what's going on? It's iJustRengar here again with Youmuus.
What's up, boys?
Hey, so today we're going to be going over another one of his VODs. This one he went 28 and 13, was it? Right? 28 and 13?
Yep.
And he still lost, so we're going to figure out how that happened. We're going to see what went wrong, and we're going to probably learn a little bit on what he could have done to close out the game more efficiently. If there was a way, or if it was really his team's fault. So we'll just speed it up a little bit.
This game was just a bloodbath, yo.
Yeah, so this is good. You're just
usually people do listen to you for Rengar.
Probably should have just empowered Q there, because you take an extra auto attack.
Yeah.
And right there you could use your what you should do here is always like let it auto you twice. Use your W. And then, when you use your empowered ability, so if you use your empowered ability first, right, so you had the 4 stacks, you just use your Q, so you Q, and then you get the 2 stacks, and then you W. Yeah. So once you get the 2 stacks on you and you W, then instantly run back to, like, right here. And then, like, kind of just chill right there. And I just like to do that because, wait, I could have just deleted that a lot faster.
I still need it, like, drilled into my memory time. Because I actually, like, if you ask me about this stuff, I know it. But, like, in practice, some games I would just, I'll just forget to do it.
Yeah. Also, don't smite the Grump. Because, like, if you look, so, look at this. So, right here, the Grump is dealing 62 every 0.8. Then it goes to 58 for every 0.6, 54 for every 0.6. See how it decreases in damage? So, right now, it's dealing 50 every 0.5, right? For the red, it'll do 82 every 0.5. So if you smite the red, it's gonna in the end give you more health than if you smite the Grump here. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Because right here the Grump is hitting you 50 every 0.5, right? So the red is gonna do around 50% more damage to you. So the less time that the red's auto attack, the more health you'll have. By 50%. Of what you would have here. So, like, let's say it takes you, when you smite this, it takes away 410 HP, right? So let's say that makes so you get off, so this attacks you 3 times less. So if this attacks you 3 times less, you're taking away 150 damage, not counting resistances, right? But if you do that to here, you're taking away 240 damage, minus resistances. So do you see why smiting the red would be better here? Just because...
I understand smiting the red would be better. I totally agree with you. But could the argument also be made that with 3 abilities that you can kill red quicker, since you have 3 abilities at that time?
You can kill red quicker, but it.
I'm pretty sure smiting red is still the correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
I'm just throwing out like an idea.
Yeah, I got you, dude. But it's good that you end up cutting back like this and then jumping forward and queuing. Like, that works out. And then what you want to do here is, I don't know if you're going to do it, but walk up like this, and then you get the Q on all of them. Yeah, okay, you do.
I was thinking maybe do a level 4 and then sneak into a bush. Like, that was the game plan, but didn't really work out. And then I think we wait for him here.
Nice. Okay, you're able to pick him up. You could have...
And then I've red.
I don't know, man, you wouldn't have been able to get that? Nice, okay. I was going to say, if that was a little lower, you could have smited that and then gotten the Dark Harvest. But that works out. So let's just look at what happened again. So this is kind of weird, because they kind of, like, ran into you. But it ends up working out really, really well. So they come
It was warded.
Yeah, I know, that's not
really...
Okay, so he walks up here. Oh, so, okay, he wasn't even really, like, that much in range. And then you comboed really well. Oh, you didn't go Dark Harvest. Okay, my bad. I thought that you did for some reason.
Am I not Dark Harvest this game?
Yeah, not this one. Jump on him.
This is probably like... I think this is the game that made me go like I need to go greedier. You know, like
Yeah, go
if
for
I
the
get
Dark Harvest.
28 kills and not win, I'm gonna go Dark Harvest.
Yeah.
Like,
Dark Harvest is the way to go, dude. Alright, so then you're able to back here. I don't agree with the backing. I think you probably should have taken this and then taken that and then backed. But what you can do is you can look at Graves' CS. Last time that you saw him, it was at 16. And then from there you can infer that he's taken these already because he would have taken this and then he would have taken 3 camps to get up here, including this. So 1, 2,
oh, so
3,
is each
or
of them
4.
still 4 though? I remember you.
Yeah, they're all
mentioning
4.
That. Is
They're all
each
4. Like when he kills these, it'll still end up in the end being 4 total, which is really weird. I don't know why they did that, but
I think they just coded so some of the Raptors count as CS and some don't.
yeah, I think so too. Yeah, see how he has 28 now, like after finishing that, even though there's only one left. Yeah, going for a lane gank is good because of how low they are, but Graves is kind of blind and is like, oh, why would I gank? Why would I gank there? And then they end up going down mid, which is kind of unlucky. But right here, what I would have done is, when because you know that the Graves is probably going to go clear his chickens, right? I probably would have went for the counter jungle because you're so far ahead. Because he backed on a death. Like, he died and then, like, backed that way. So you know that you're probably going to have more gold than him. So you could have, like, you have more items than him, I should say. Because you have the Dirk. And with the Electrocute, you should have pathed immediately down this way and then taken that if you were going to back. So either like go from here to here, back, go up here, and then go down because you know that it's going to be up at like 4:30. And if they're like so one thing that you need to keep in your mind. So if they're a jungler, and you did it earlier with like knowing that the Grandpa's going to be up at 4:30, right? But if the enemy jungler like took this buff first, right? And they're a jungler that can clear chickens, the odds are they did. That or wolves.
The timer on their chickens.
Yeah.
Too,
So set the timer on their chickens for 4:30, and that's like an estimation. It can be a little bit more, like +5, take away 5. It can be like anywhere in between there. Maybe a little bit more depending on what junglers it is. But just kind of keep that in your mind about, okay, so if you get like a large advantage, like if you're 2-0, if you go and you do that, that means that mid doesn't get ganked, so mid doesn't die. Because Graves went down here. That also means that you either kill Graves or you force him to back. Because you're far ahead of him. Because he was level 4, you were level 5. Yeah, this will work out really well
I don't
for you.
remember. Although.
Yeah, basically, Ornn's a fair and balanced champion, guys. The fact that he takes no damage is so fair. I hate
I beat
Ornn.
him? No.
If only you could have W'd there, that would have been good. I probably would have jumped on Ornn as well. But Ornn's just so strong. But yeah, that was played pretty well.
He's tanky, but the crit, like, you know, I don't want to jump on Graves and lose out on the crit.
Yeah, exactly. Because you want to use that extra
like,
damage. I know, there's something about Ornn that's, like, busted. So when you spawn right away, what do you want to do? You can either... There's 2 things. You can go this way, or you can go the exact opposite way. And those are, like...
The map too well. What camps are up here actually?
Every single one of these camps is up right now.
Okay, then I would probably path top to bottom then.
Yeah, that's probably what I would do as well. Because Kayle versus Zed is a counter lane. Kayle wins. It's really weird because this Kayle is not very good.
I think that is not the case actually. I think I remember clearly that is not the case.
I mean, Kayle should win. Theoretically, if Kayle is good.
Yeah, I know, but
so...
I think Kayle would ended the game like 0-10.
Okay, I was about to say, what I would do is flash into this bush as soon as you get the chance. But right here, you can still come down here and then flash into this bush. Nice, okay.
I think I still end up killing him, yeah.
Yeah, and then you can just, actually take take all this farm. Like, it doesn't matter. Oh, you shouldn't have smited that, though. Right now, you're doing fairly well. You have a Duskblade already. You have a longsword already, boots already, so you're doing really, really well for yourself. Swap these guys out. This is really weird. That was a weird way to start the fight. They were like, which one of us is going to attack first? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Ornn is busted. Yeah, it's right there. If you had ran bot, you would have been able to get a kill. Or possibly 2 kills, actually. And so think about it like, so let's go back to when you were backing, right? So when you're backing, okay, so you literally just backed. You see Fizz coming here. Immediately, as soon as you see Fizz, you can infer that since they're allocating pressure to right here, and nobody else from your team is on this side of the map, you can infer that they're probably going to try to take this turret after they get the kills, okay? And you can do that just because, like, if you look, they have wards here and here. You don't know that, but you can see your own team. So you know that this area is clear, and so you know that if you go straight down here, the odds are they'll still be clearing the turret, right? And so you want a path down here right away. Also because your golems aren't going to be up for another like 45 seconds or so. I'm not sure exactly how accurate that is, but it's 10:10 right now, so 10:55. Let's see if they're there. It might be even later than that. I'm not sure. But they go.
Well, I was going through my. I just cleared bot. I thought it would be inefficient to go bot again.
Yeah. Well, you started walking bot. Yeah. I see what you mean. But sometimes there's like in this situation though, if they keep pushing, the odds of you killing one of these people with Duskblade, and having Electrocute, so you don't even have to have your stacks of Dark Harvest, is like 100% that you kill at least one, and mostly probable that you kill two. But if you had headed here, because you were already heading here, right now you'd be like right here. Then you'd be right here, here, here. You might not have saved her, but you would have gotten at least the kill on the Vayne.
I would have gotten the Vayne, yeah.
Yeah. Which would have been good for you because that's a stack for your ultimate. And they wouldn't have got this turret damage on the tower.
Okay,
so right here.
Do I know you?
Yeah, you know that he's there. And you know because you're Duskblade. So you know that, like, because it says you're not seen. Okay, so you ult here. Right there, you should have just went on him, like, as soon as he goes over the wall. You can still go in here. Nice. Kill him. You probably should have empowered E'd him, and then ran, like, look, here, I'll show you what I mean. So this was okay, because you kill him there. But right here, so you would have been, like, right here. Empowered E, walk around his auto range, and then run out this way. Because then you can go and you can take this right here. And then you can live out, I think. Because you knew that was up to.
I think I wanted to run into the bush to fight him, but yeah.
Yeah. But then it kind of, like, doesn't pay off. But yeah, I see what you mean. Like, I can see, like, the want to go and fight. But that one doesn't work out just because, like, it's easier to go for, like, the safer play. So right now what you need to be thinking is, okay, so first turret is gonna go down bot lane for sure. If you don't go and do something to help. So what you need to do is make sure that you're going bot lane. Oh, also another reason that you should have went bot lane here. For one, yeah, it would have like denied turret damage on the turret damage and stuff like that, but then you could have pushed out this lane and done more damage to this. And then next time you gank it, it would be more. And what you weren't doing though, and like what I can see so far, is not prioritizing the lanes that need your help. And what I mean by that is bot lane right now is the lane that should lose. Or the lane that can go like kind of either way. You have a counter top lane. So top lane counters. That, I mean, granted they're not playing it well, but they should be able to win the matchup despite. So that's kind of like canceled out. Mid lane has been even so far, hasn't it? Right. It should be a pretty even matchup. Yeah, it's been pretty even so far. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so he's 5-0. But Yasuo's gotten some good rooms off. But bot lane, does Vayne and Ornn, does Vayne win early or late?
Vayne definitely wins late.
Exactly. Does Caitlyn win early or late?
She's supposed to win early.
Exactly. So what you need to do is make sure that this Caitlyn wins. Because if this Caitlyn doesn't win, then that means that this Vayne is going to be able to just absolutely destroy the rest of the game. And there's going to be like nothing that they can do. Like at all. So you need to be really, really careful about it. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh, later. See, I know going for that, but if you had went bot instead, you probably would have been able to kill the Vayne, and that would have denied her the ability to kill him, which helps Snowball, and it would have denied this turret that she's about to get. So right there, even though like that worked, right? Because like it's okay. I mean, it ends up actually being 2 for 2, so it's not that good. If you had went bottom, it probably like most likely, if the bot lane had played it pretty well, because she has exhaust, it probably would have been a 1 for 0, most likely. Like a 90% chance that it would have been a 1 for 0. And so if you head bot lane, that's the right choice, because then you deny this gold, and then you possibly get this gold. And that's really what you want. Because right now, she's going to get a huge power spike off of getting that kill and off of getting first turret. Orange should be waiting off, that way she gets solo gold, because she's like a hyper late game carry. But he doesn't do that, which is good for you, bad for her. So, let's go back to you. But yeah, going bot there would have been the best option. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. So make sure that you're kind of like prioritizing. So before, what was I saying last time? Did I say anything to you about oh, you're just probably looking at the map. Did I say anything to you about looking at the map and asking like why you're gonna assassinate somebody before you assassinate someone, or was that somebody else?
No. You told me about like what lanes I should help though, for, like the early game and all that.
Yeah.
Helping early game champs.
Yeah.
But I felt like bot just lost so hard I couldn't really help them kind of. That's why I like kept running top this game. But I guess they weren't behind enough to where I shouldn't help them though.
Well, if you were like 0-0 and 0, that might be true. But at the time when you like went back, you were like 5 and 2, I think, is what your score was then. So if you had went bottom, being 5 and 2,
I could have definitely like like
during
on it.
Yeah, during that tournament that I was talking about, there was actually because my bot lane was absolute garbage. There was a Vayne that was 10 and 0, and I was like 4 and 3, and I was able to one-shot her before her team could react. Like literally in the middle of her team, I one-shot her. That's also because her entire team was gold, but but my team was level 1 gold and then 3 level 5, so kind of unlucky.
What tournament is this, man?
Well, it wasn't a tournament like specifically for League. It was a tournament for League and then a bunch of other things, like 4 different things. And so you had to build a team that was like a mix between being good at League and being good at the other 5 events.
Like some Smash Bros pros in there and stuff, you know? Like...
Yeah, exactly. And there were like physical challenges and there were video game challenges, and I was brought on just for like the League itself. So I sucked at the other events. But it was like an all-night thing. It was pretty funny. Okay, nice.
I remember this fight was kind of awkward. I lost vision off of the Krugs I was gonna jump on.
Yeah, right now that's so free. Oh, does he have stopwatch? I hate stopwatch. It's such an awful thing.
Around the Z, and then I was so close to hitting the jump there. Like,
yeah, I know. I probably would have done. I probably would have tried to do the same thing.
Then I still fuck him up though.
Oof,
Oh, JK.
got him. Let's go. You get the kill. Okay.
Oh, that's RIP right
So
there.
did you see him? I think you did. Yeah, so you see him here. Oh, okay. Also, look at your Duskblade. Because you know that he doesn't see you. Plus, you see that he walks through here because this goes invis. So you know that he's coming, and you know that you're seen.
I always forget to check the Duskblade, yeah?
Yeah, I try to check my Duskblade, like, whenever I'm walking, I literally alternate my eyes between my map and my Duskblade, like, active. Especially late game when like, Cash kills you.
I keep thinking once it's off, you know, like, it's just off, but you could still kind of use the unseen portion of it.
Yeah, exactly. So that's like a really like good tip that you can do, or that you can use, just because that literally is basically like you have the passive up all the time, except just without the ability to kill wards.
I gotta stop being on like autopilot though, because I keep like recalling and then just walking top, and then I was basically on autopilot right there doing like Krugs. Like if I paid attention, I could have probably survived there. Yeah,
exactly. And that would have been one death that you didn't have to have. And if you didn't die right there, then you probably would have cleared to like right here by now. You could be backed right now and start walking over here with an extra 300 gold. Again, you can check your Duskblade here to see if you should have empowered W just to chase. Like as soon as she eat you away, empowered W, and I think you would have gotten there. Oh, nice. Yeah, the empowered W gets you there.
Can you actually remove the knockback in midair? I know before you can go.
You don't remove the knockback, but you remove like the. Oh my gosh. You should have walked into the. If you walked into the bush first and then jumped on him, and then jump eat on him, he would have died because you would have had the empowered ability.
What did I do? Through E first, right?
Yeah, like so you jump in here and then you threw E and then you walked in here and then you went on him. If you walked in here and then like jumped on him with an E, QW, and then an empowered W or an empowered Q combo, then that would have killed him. Maybe not empowered W, but the empowered W probably would have given you enough HP to auto one more time. As far as the knockback goes, so basically when unless you like because you can Q it, which it's just really hard to time it right. So I'm not gonna expect you to be able to Q it. So you get knocked back, like, let's say this much distance, right? And with Lee Sin, it's, like, this much distance, and then with Tristan, it's, like, that much distance as well, maybe a little further. So, basically, when you get knocked back, it's, how many units is that? Like, 500 or something like that? Like, 500 units? Why does my 5 look like that? I'm garbage. So, basically, you get knocked back 500 units, right? And that entire thing lasts you, like, 0.25 to 0.35 seconds, right? What the empowered W does is it makes it so that 0.25 seconds you're not stunned while you're moving backwards in addition to this happening. So that 0.25 seconds, since you have like 400 move speed, you can cover like this much back.
I can get knocked back and move like while I'm still kind of supposed to be flying back.
I think so. I'm fairly certain that that's how it works. And if not, then that means that you just have your move speed faster. But I'd have to test that in a custom. But I'm fairly certain that that actually is how it works, because I've seen stuff like that. I mean, either way, I know that you can, because I know you can flash like during that and then redirect yourself. Like if you empower W and then flash somewhere, it'll like redirect it. Because typically you can't flash. So I think that you can actually insert movement commands while you're being knocked back, if you use an empowered ability. If you use your empowered Q or W. So, I mean, actually, I do have to test that, so I'm not 100% sure if that would work. But either way, if you had used your W, like right there, you would have been able to just jump to her earlier. Which, I mean, it probably wouldn't have made too much difference, because you ended up killing her anyways. But there's a possibility she gets away if you, like, don't do that. Like, let's say it was a support that had Mobi boots. If you had, like, waited and hesitated, then you wouldn't have caught her in the next bush. So right here, moving down here, ulti. He still has ulti up, so you have to be careful. Yep, that works out really well for you. Ha! His damage means nothing.
It's actually like really dangerous. Like our auto is.
I know that was an R auto and ignite, and that's like. Just did so
from me, but it's kind of more crazy from Zed though.
Yeah, exactly. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
Nice, Cyril to pick them up. Okay, so right now, do you have your ulti up or no? Is your ulti still down? Okay, so okay. So that makes sense that you went up there. Yep. But now you need to ult. Start running down. Nice. Again, not your messenger, by the way. Okay, so you get that there. Perfect. All right, that's really good for you. For this. Now, what do you want to do right now? I think this is where I start.
We want a Baron.
Do you want a Baron?
Or we either Baron or we push 2 mid.
You take 1 mid and then you run to Baron. Is what I would do. Because then you get the gold from this, and then you get the gold from this, and then that's 450. Yeah. What you should have done is said mid then Baron in chat, and then went from mid to Baron. Because either way, Fizz is gonna be able to get here, like while you're still doing it. If you go mid to Baron, for one, it reveals Fizz to you, and you know exactly where he's gonna be. Okay, so you go and you take Baron. Okay. You should be able to just get this even if he's going there. Yeah. They need to tank for you. I don't know why they're not. Okay, sweet. Okay, so they are tanking for you. You have no idea how many times I'll have teammates, like even in like Diamond Elo, like Masters, Diamond Masters, that don't like walk up and tank, and it's actually so irritating.
Yeah, if you go lethality, it feels so bad. Like if you go CDR, you're fine, but.
Yeah, and right here, you know that they can see you again. Oh my later, holy shit.
Yeah, fuck.
Oh my. That
no,
was...
I don't. Oh shit.
Okay, so let's watch that again. Let's see if you could have killed her.
Oh, I had Edge of Night on, and I wanted to, I thought I could get away with one of anything, but I could not get away with one auto attack.
Oh, so right here, look, you didn't.
I popped Edge of Night.
You didn't E midair. If you had E'd midair, I think you would have killed her there.
That would have actually killed her, yeah.
Because let's look at her her HP again. Let's really quickly.
Yeah, he would have 100% killed it with like this much lethality and like 3 points in E.
Oh wait, why did I go back? I meant to pause it. My bad. So back here. Yes, your E deals 145 plus 225. Your Q deals. Okay, so yeah, your Q only hit once because it was too late. But if you E'd, you could have instantly W'd too. Yeah, you could have EW'd because you can't EQ, but you can EW, and that EW would have done enough damage to kill her. But always try to make sure that you're using your E during your jump and not your Q if your E is up. Okay, so let's see what's happening. So you run over this way. Right here, your target should probably be the Graves, just because look at how fed he is. So your priority should probably be like Graves, Vayne, and then Zed, Fizz, and then Ornn. So, oh wait, I can't hold tab while I do that. So your priority, Graves, Vayne. I'm just gonna do like abbreviations. And like go down a little bit. That way we can see it. And then what I'm gonna do is just explain why.
I think I focused Vayne and Zed a lot this game. I don't think I hit Graves too many times because, like, in my mind, he just has armor, and it's just like for some reason.
Yeah. So here's, well, he doesn't have armor, does he? No, he has no armor at all. Graves doesn't.
He has a stopwatch, and he has his E, which gives him like upwards.
Wait,
does
stopwatch give armor? Oh no, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
but
his E does. Yeah. I see what you mean. But you have the stuff to counter that, right? Yeah, you're building for a. Yeah, you have all the lethality and stuff like that. I probably would have won a cleaver, rather than if you're going for an IE. I think you're going for IE, right?
Yeah.
I think you probably should have went cleaver before the GA. And the reason why is just because they're all gonna have and by all I mean Graves, Ornn, and Fizz. They all have armor that like can counter you. And can also counter like your... I think I should go
Lord Dom's game too.
Yeah. So it would have been really, really good if you went Lord Doms with Black Cleaver, because then you would have shredded for sure. Like that would have done so much actually. It's just because basically like, I mean it can be, but basically like the stacking of the armor pen items, you can do it because it'll still reduce 35% bonus armor. I'm not sure if the interaction for Black Cleaver like. Because, like, let's say somebody has, like, 100 armor, right? I'm not sure if it reduces the, like, base armor that they have. Like, because, like...
It is, all their armor.
Yeah. Armor. So, like, but I mean, like, it's like, let's say that, like, 50 of this is their base armor, right? And then 50 of this is their, like, regular armor. I'm not sure if it reduces, like, the, like, so this is base, and then this is,
I mean, you're not sure if it reduces both at the same time.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it reduces, like... So, if this is your base...
It reduces from the bonus. I think.
Oh, wait, Black Cleaver does?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure that's an interaction.
Okay, so that would mean that bot armor would be reduced 24, which means that this... Or base armor would be reduced 24. So this would be 26, and then Lord Doms would reduce 35% of... bonus armor, so that would reduce this bot armor by like 40.
It reduces bot armor, not base armor. Base armor, there's very little things that actually reduced in this game, I think.
Yeah. Well, Black Cleaver reduces like a little bit of both. So either it would reduce 12 of each of these, so then they would have like 48. 38. So they would either have 38 base armor and 38 bot armor, and if that happened, then this would be reduced by like 14 from Lord Doms. If not, and if it was this way, like it took from the base armor rather than taking from the bot armor, then it would reduce a lot more. I'm really not sure. But that's actually a really good question. I need to figure stuff like that out. Okay, so back
I feel like there's not like many slots of items because you have to have your 3 lethality core, right?
Yeah.
And you have to have I.
Well, you don't have to have an IE.
You have to have. Really, I feel like IE is like the highest damage item you can get.
I mean, it's high damage, but there's more like you get more utility and usage from like if you go like for a Black Cleaver, especially with Transcendence, because so right now you have with like all your items together, right? So you get 10% from Youmuus, 10% from Drakthar, and you get 10% from Lucidity. You get 10% from Transcendence, so you're at 40, right? IE, yes, it gives you the crit damage, but you only get that half the time, right? But if you go for a Black Cleaver, what the Black Cleaver is going to give is that's going to give you 40 AD and 400 health, right? But that's also going to give you 20% CDR. So
yeah, that's going to be
that's going to be
AD, I think.
24 AD. Yeah. So that's going to give you 64 attack damage. And it's going to give you 400 health. So 64 AD and 400 health for 400 gold cheaper than the BF sword, which means you can buy an Elixir of Wrath a lot faster. Or sell your actually it would probably be better to sell your jungle item faster and then wait, no, you wouldn't even have your jungle item anymore. Never mind. You don't have your jungle item. So that would just mean that you would get your whatever it's called faster. You'd just get your Elixir of Wrath faster, which would be really, really good for you. Because that's an extra 30 AD. And this isn't counting like multiplied by your passive or anything, because then it does more. But yeah, so what I was talking about earlier, you want to go Graves first, because Graves is just really hyper-fed right now, and he like shreds your team. Then Vayne, because she's also fed, and she will also shred your team, but a little bit less than the Graves. After that, you want to go Zed, because he doesn't have any armor items, and he's an assassin like Fizz. They can both kind of assassinate, but Fizz has armor, Zed doesn't, so go for Zed, because you'll deal more damage to him. Then Fizz, because the other option is a tank. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So let me get rid of this now.
I don't think I actually jump in this fight.
Yeah, jumping in probably would have been a bad idea.
I get my edge popped by ult too. I'm in GA.
Nice, both back. Okay, so right here, your team needs to push down here as fast as possible. Oh my gosh, should be able to jump over.
Nice. Yeah.
Oof, right here. I wonder if you saw her. I don't think that you did. If you had, I was gonna say you could.
I saw her. I contemplated flashing through the wall, but I didn't know where the other people were.
Okay, so in situations like this, you can't really do anything, so staying in here is good. Although, wait, is that the Infernal Dragon? No, okay, it's a mountain. So if you stay in here, though, if they try to go for Baron, which they might since it's 2v3, then there's a possibility somebody walks by. I mean, either way, I think you kill him here.
I get ult again, yeah.
Yep. You didn't have to flash, I don't think.
How did that auto not kill?
I don't know, that was...
I have 500
I was thinking that
too. Auto no damage. Yeah, I actually pinged, like, on my way to that. I swear I did, like, and she just took it. Oh, she can auto through the wall. This I didn't know about. This is crazy.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool.
I thought only Tristana can do this. Like, that's insane.
I thought you just keep on going with it. I mean, you can. You have GA up.
I have GA, yeah.
Nice. You get a smite down. Okay, right here. You can't really do much. You just kind of have to go back. Okay, right here. Now you can do something. Nice. Nice. Okay, so you pick him up. I would ward over here, walk this way, and then jump over. Did you have a ward up? Yeah, you did. If you had warded over there, you could have hopped to that and then escaped.
Good idea.
You always have to try to keep that in mind. Like, think about, like, can I jump to here? If I, like, am running this way, can I jump to this far creep and then run this way? And if you're doing this, like, over here, by the way, like, if you jump to this, Q right after, and then when you E backwards, if you have your W up, you can W and then send another empowered E their way, which can be really, really strong for you.
I probably threw the game on this last fight, yeah.
Okay, so you ulti here. So right here, you could actually go on Zed. So you could go on.
I think I was looking to go on Zed, and then he R someone, and then I have no idea where that guy went. Base
Okay,
kill
so you
base.
GA him. Do you have flash up? No, you don't have flash up. Okay, so you come over here. Q, W.
And I just can't really find a way in.
Okay, alright. Yeah, I really hate nearsighted. Whoa, do you see that? Those crits are thick. Okay, so let's slow this down. So you come over here. Oh, wait. Alright, I didn't want to go to here. I wanted to go further up. Okay, so this is when you first ulti. Okay, so you go, you get on Graves and you put him into GA. So right here. Okay, so she goes down. As soon as she goes down, walk right over to her.
I should work on the body.
Yeah, or you walk over towards this guy. But I personally would have walked right over to her.
Thrown a snare on her body, actually.
Yeah, you could have snared her body as well, and that would have been clean.
Yeah, if I snared her body, she's 100% dead.
Yeah, because look at her HP after the Kale did what she did. So if you snared her body, she would have died. Yeah, and then from there, you probably would have been able to, because Vayne wouldn't be damaging you; it'd just be him and him. So when that happened, you needed to stand on her body or run back and kill the Graves. Or occupy the Ornn further, because Ornn was the reason that Kale didn't kill him. Yeah, I see what you mean. But remember, when you think about it, say, okay, so Ornn is my least priority target. He does deal damage because he's Ornn, but this hyper late game, since he's not building any damage items, he's not going to deal that much damage to the point where he can kill me like easily. So you can go over here and
fight. Has a stone.
Wait, what? Oh my god.
Nami has a stone.
End it all. End it all. Okay, that's just an unlucky team right there. Well, it's not just an unlucky team though. It's also the fact that like there were a couple factors that you could have done, like a couple things. So like right here, bot lane, like I was saying, and that would have helped deny the Vayne snowball, which ended up kind of carrying them the game. So that was like the first thing. The second thing, you kind of autopiloted through here. Like you always did the same exact clear. You can switch it up a little bit. Like, I know that it's efficient farming and stuff like that, which is always, always, always good. But right now, like, the way that you ended that game, you only had, in a 42-minute game, you only had 195 CS. Which is, like, 4.5 CS per minute, which I think that's, like, the worst that I've seen from you since we first got coaching. Like, as far as CS per minute. Your score was really good, but your CS wasn't as good. But that's also kind of because you were farming champions versus CS. So, like, that's kind of excusable. But the reason that you have so many deaths too is because you would go top and you'd get these 1-for-1 trades rather than going bottom and getting these like more favorable trades. Which if you didn't go top, yeah, maybe it would have been more in favor of them. But the way that the game like worked out, but when you were going top, you already had 2 people top lane, and you were basically just trading 1-for-1s like for each person that you went top lane. Does that make sense? Yeah. So if you had went bot, you would have just basically made sure that you would be the ones that were on top for the rest of this game.
I think the reason my CS so low this game, I never like got lane minions this game. I think that's all jungle CS.
All right, sweet. But for right now, does that kind of wrap up the session? Is there anything else that you want me to like say or clarify or anything like that?
No, that's pretty good. Yeah, I need to put down sticky notes like use Q because sometimes I still use W. All right.
Yeah,
Don't go on autopilot and stuff. Remember timers. Check Dustblade. That's a very good one, actually.
Yeah.
I check Dustblade very little. I gotta check Dustblade more.
But yeah, definitely like write down a notepad. If you made it this far, everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned a lot, as I hope Youmuus did. And yeah, make sure that you leave make sure you leave a like, a comment, and if you really enjoyed it, a subscribe. Which, if you watched this far, I'm assuming that you're probably
going to watch an hour of the video. Like, come on, man, you gotta hit the subscribe button.
Yo, exactly. Any closing words, Youmuus?
No, not really. I just want to, get better at Rengar.
Yo, alrighty.
Get better at Rengar, yo. Carry these games. These seemingly uncarryable games, yo.
Yo, well, anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video, and that's iJustRengar.